God is calling out to you, not to frighten you, but to reach you in a moment that truly matters. This is not about panic or fear. This is about awareness, about waking up to something that has been quietly building in your life. You are not here by accident, and this moment is not random. There is something important unfolding, and your heart needs to be steady enough to receive it. I see the weight you have been carrying, even the parts you never speak about. I know the silent battles, the nights where your thoughts would not rest, and the quiet questions you keep inside. You have been walking through life trying to understand what is shifting around you, sensing that something is changing but not knowing exactly what it is. That feeling is real, and it is not meant to confuse you. It is meant to prepare you. There are moments in life when everything begins to move at once. Situations change, people reveal their true selves, and paths that once felt certain start to look different. When this happens, it can feel overwhelming, like the ground beneath you is no longer steady. But what you must understand is that not every shift is meant to harm you. Some shifts are meant to position you. You are being brought into awareness because something significant is entering your life. It may not look the way you expect, it may not arrive with comfort at first, but it is not here to destroy you. It is here to shape you, to refine you, and to reveal something inside you that has been waiting to rise. You are not being left alone in this. You are being guided through it. There are things you have ignored, not out of weakness, but out of exhaustion. You have been tired of trying to figure everything out. You have been tired of carrying responsibilities that feel too heavy at times. And because of that, you have pushed certain thoughts away, telling yourself you will deal with them later. But now is a moment where clarity is trying to reach you. You do not need to be afraid of what is coming. Fear will only cloud your vision. What you need is calm, awareness, and trust that you are not facing this alone. Even when you feel uncertain, there is a presence guiding you, steadying you, reminding you that you are capable of more than you think. This is a turning point, but not in the way fear tries to describe it. It is a moment where you are being asked to stand still for a second and truly see your life, to notice what is working, what is not, and what needs to change. Not everything that enters your life is meant to stay. Some things arrive to teach you, to wake you up, and then to leave once their purpose is complete. You have been stronger than you realize. Every challenge you have faced has been shaping you quietly. Even the moments where you felt like giving up, you did not. Even when you felt alone, you kept moving. That strength did not come from nowhere. It has been growing inside you, preparing you for moments exactly like this. What is coming into your life now will require that strength. It will ask you to trust yourself more. It will ask you to listen more closely to what your heart is telling you, and most importantly, it will ask you to let go of things that no longer belong in your life. This is not punishment, this is alignment. There is a reason you are reading this right now, not because something terrible is about to happen, but because you are being invited to step into a deeper level of awareness. You are being reminded that your life has direction, even when it feels uncertain. There are seasons in your life when everything feels still, almost like nothing is happening. Then there are moments like this, where movement begins quietly before it becomes visible. You are standing at the edge of one of those moments. This is not about fear or danger in the way your mind may try to imagine it. This is about awareness, so you do not walk blindly into something that requires your attention and your strength. You have been asking for clarity in your own way. You have been hoping for direction, even if you did not put it into words. And now that clarity is beginning to approach you, not always in a comfortable form, but in a necessary one. Growth does not always arrive gently. Sometimes it comes as disruption, sometimes as truth that is hard to accept, and sometimes as a realization that changes how you see everything. There are people and situations in your life that have already begun to reveal their true nature. You may have noticed small signs, moments that felt off, words that did not sit right with your spirit. You did not ignore them because you are unaware. You paused because you wanted peace, because you did not want to create conflict or face something difficult. But now those signs are becoming clearer, and you are being asked to pay attention. This is the moment where you stop pushing your instincts aside. Your inner voice has been trying to guide you, quietly but consistently. It is not loud or forceful, but it is honest. It speaks in small nudges, in feelings you cannot explain, in moments where something inside you says, "This matters." That voice is not against you. It is trying to protect you and lead you toward what is right for you. You are not being placed in this moment without support. Even when you feel alone, you are not navigating this by yourself. There is guidance available to you if you choose to listen. There is strength already within you that you have not fully used yet. And there is a path forward that will become clearer as you stay present and aware instead of reacting in fear. What's really behind the 7-second brain technique that's making headlines and new millionaires? A stunning CIA leak has just revealed a 7-second brain ritual that's helping normal people wipe out debt and attract serious wealth. With proof from 4 neuroscience labs, this at-home method is turning financial stress into dream living. Homes, cars, vacations, it's all happening. But the government could take this down at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There may be a situation approaching that will require a decision from you. It may not be something dramatic on the outside, but it will feel important on the inside. It will ask you to choose honesty over comfort, truth over avoidance, and courage over hesitation. These choices are not always easy, but they shape the direction of your life more than anything else. You are capable of handling what is coming. That is something you need to hold on to firmly. You have faced uncertainty before. You have walked through moments where you did not know how things would turn out, and yet you made it through. This time is not different in that sense. What is different is your awareness. You are more prepared now than you were before, even if it does not feel that way. Do not rush your thoughts. Do not let your mind create stories that are not real. Stay grounded in what is actually in front of you. When something presents itself, take a moment to observe it clearly before reacting. This will give you the ability to respond with wisdom instead of emotion. There is also something important you need to release. You have been holding on to certain things longer than necessary, whether it is a belief, a situation, or a connection that no longer aligns with who you are becoming. Letting go is not loss in this case. It is making space for something better to enter your life. You are moving toward a different phase, even if you cannot fully see it yet. This phase will require you to trust yourself more deeply. It will ask you to stand firm in your values and not be swayed by outside pressure. And it will reward you with a sense of clarity and peace that you have been searching for. There is no need to panic. There is no need to feel overwhelmed. What is happening is part of your path, not something meant to harm you. When you stay calm and aware, you begin to see things for what they truly are. And once you see clearly, you are able to move forward with confidence instead of fear. You are not behind in life. You are not missing anything that is meant for you. Everything that is truly yours is still within reach, and what is unfolding now is helping to bring you closer to it. Even the uncomfortable parts have a purpose. Even the moments that feel uncertain are shaping you in ways that will make sense later. You have carried questions inside you for a long time. Questions about why certain things happened the way they did. You have wondered why some doors closed when you thought they would stay open. You have tried to understand why certain people drifted away, even when you gave them your sincerity. Those moments were not random losses. They were shifts that were creating space for what truly belongs in your life. Type yes to affirm. There is something important you need to recognize right now. Not everything that leaves your life is a sign of failure. Sometimes it is protection, sometimes it is redirection, and sometimes it is a quiet way of aligning you with what is meant for you. When you hold on to what is no longer meant to stay, you create resistance within yourself. But when you release it, even if it feels difficult, you begin to feel lighter and clearer. You are not being asked to understand everything at once. You are being asked to trust the process that is unfolding step by step. This moment is not about having all the answers. It is about being present enough to notice what is changing and strong enough to respond with honesty instead of fear. When you allow yourself to do that, you begin to move with life instead of feeling like life is moving against you. There is also a truth you have been avoiding, not because you are weak, but because it feels uncomfortable to face. You have sensed that something in your life is not aligned with who you are becoming. It could be a situation, a relationship, or even a belief you have held on to for years. You have tried to ignore that feeling, hoping it would go away, but it has remained because it is asking to be acknowledged. Type 888 to receive clarity. When you finally face that truth, you will not feel lost. You will feel free. There is a difference between holding on to something for comfort and holding on to something because it is truly right for you. Comfort can sometimes keep you stuck, while truth moves you forward. And right now, you are being guided toward truth, even if it feels unfamiliar at first. You may also notice that your thoughts are becoming more intense during this time. You may find yourself reflecting on things more deeply than usual, questioning patterns, and re-evaluating decisions. This is not a sign of instability. It is a sign of growth. Your mind is trying to reorganize itself so that you can see your life more clearly. There is a reason why this phase feels different from others you have experienced before. You are not the same person you were in the past. You have learned, you have changed, and you have become more aware of what matters to you. Because of that, you can no longer accept things that once felt normal. You are being pulled towards something more authentic, something that reflects who you truly are. This does not mean everything will suddenly become easy. Growth often requires you to make decisions that challenge your comfort. It may ask you to walk away from what feels familiar. It may ask you to stand alone for a moment while you find your footing. But these moments are not meant to break you. They are meant to strengthen you. Is it finally time to try the same CIA secret ritual that's changing lives in seconds? This newly leaked CIA-backed study reveals a 7-second money ritual transforming lives overnight. Scientifically validated by 4 neuroscience labs, it rewires your mind to attract money like a magnet. People once broke are now enjoying luxury homes, new cars, and exotic travel. But this secret won't be online much longer. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently removed. There is also something positive entering your life alongside these changes. It may not be obvious yet, but it is there. As you release what no longer belongs, you create space for new opportunities, new connections, and new experiences. These will not come into your life by force. They will come naturally, in alignment with the direction you are moving toward. You are being prepared to receive something that requires a different version of you. That is why this process feels intense. You are not being pushed away from your life. You are being pulled into a new level of it. And that transition requires awareness, patience, and trust. Do not compare your journey to anyone else's. What is happening in your life is specific to you. Your timing, your experiences, and your path are uniquely yours. When you compare yourself to others, you lose sight of what is actually unfolding for you. Stay focused on your own growth, your own clarity, and your own direction. There will be moments where you feel uncertain again. That is part of the process. But uncertainty does not mean you are going in the wrong direction. It simply means you are moving into something new. When you face those moments, remind yourself of the strength you have already shown. Remind yourself that you have handled challenges before, and you will handle this one too. You are not alone in this transition. Even when it feels quiet around you, even when it seems like no one understands what you are going through, there is guidance present. It may not always come in obvious ways, but it is there. It shows up in your instincts, in your thoughts, and in the quiet sense that you are being led somewhere meaningful. Keep moving forward, even if your steps feel small. Progress does not always look dramatic. Sometimes it is simply choosing to stay aware, choosing to face truth, and choosing to trust yourself a little more each day. These small choices create bigger shifts over time. What is coming into your life is not here to harm you, it is here to transform you, and when you begin to see it that way, everything starts to feel different. Fear begins to lose its hold, and clarity begins to take its place. You've been carrying a version of yourself that was shaped by past experiences, by what others expected from you, and by what you believed you had to become in order to survive. That version of you served a purpose, and it helped you get through moments that required strength and endurance. But now you are being guided to grow beyond that version. You are being invited to step into a more honest, more aligned version of who you truly are. Type, "I trust you, God." This transition can feel uncomfortable because it asks you to release parts of yourself that once felt necessary. It may ask you to let go of habits, thought patterns, or even identities that no longer reflect your truth. At first, this can feel like losing a part of yourself, but in reality, it is not loss. It is refinement. It is the process of becoming more fully yourself. There is something within you that has been waiting for this moment. It is a quiet strength, a deeper awareness, a sense of clarity that has been slowly forming over time. You may have felt it in small ways, in moments where you suddenly understood something more clearly than before, or in times when you felt a strong sense of knowing without needing explanation. That is your inner guidance, and it is becoming stronger now. You are being asked to trust that inner guidance more than you trust external noise. The world around you is filled with opinions, expectations, and distractions that can pull you away from your truth. But your inner voice remains steady. It does not shout or demand attention. It simply waits for you to listen. And when you do, it leads you in the direction that is right for you. Type 555 to embrace change. There may be a moment soon where you will be faced with a choice that reflects this inner shift. It may seem like a simple decision on the surface, but it will carry deeper meaning for you. It will represent whether you are willing to honor your truth or return to what feels familiar. This choice will not define your entire life, but it will influence the direction you begin to move in. You do not need to be perfect in how you handle this. You do not need to have everything figured out. What matters is that you approach it with honesty and awareness. When you make choices from a place of truth, even if they feel difficult, they lead you toward growth and alignment. When you make choices from fear or avoidance, they keep you stuck in patterns that no longer serve you. You have already started to outgrow certain environments and connections in your life. You may have noticed that some conversations no longer interest you the way they used to. Some places may no longer feel as comfortable as they once did. This is not because something is wrong with you. It is because you are evolving. Growth often creates a sense of separation before it creates a sense of alignment. As you grow, you naturally move away from what no longer matches your energy. And as you continue to move forward, you begin to attract what does align with you. This process can feel lonely at times, but it is temporary. It is part of finding where you truly belong. There is also something important you need to understand about timing. Not everything will happen at once. Some things will unfold quickly, while others will take time to develop. You may feel impatient at times, wanting clarity immediately, but there is value in the waiting. The waiting allows you to prepare, to grow, and to become ready for what is coming. Why is the government working so hard to bury this 7-second brain ritual? A stunning CIA leak has just exposed a 7-second brain ritual, now allowing regular people to clear debt and invite unstoppable wealth. Supported by 4 neuroscience labs, this easy at-home method is transforming financial struggles into dream lifestyles. New homes, vehicles, vacations, it's all becoming possible. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You are not being delayed without reason. Every moment you spend in this phase is shaping you in ways that will support you later. Even when it feels like nothing is happening, there is growth taking place beneath the surface. Trust that process, even when you cannot see immediate results. You are also learning to rely on yourself in a deeper way. In the past, you may have looked to others for validation or direction. You may have depended on external reassurance to feel certain about your choices. But now you are being guided to develop your own sense of certainty. This does not mean you will never seek advice or support. It means you will not lose yourself in the process. There is strength in knowing who you are and standing by it, even when it is not easy. That strength is growing within you now. It is not loud or forceful. It is steady, calm, and grounded. It allows you to move through life with a sense of confidence that does not depend on external approval. As you continue through this phase, you may notice that your perspective begins to change. Things that once seemed important may no longer hold the same weight. You may begin to see situations more clearly, without the emotional confusion that once surrounded them. This clarity is a sign that you are aligning more closely with your truth. You are not losing yourself in this process. You are finding yourself. There is a purpose behind everything you are experiencing right now. Even the uncertainty has a role to play. It pushes you to seek deeper understanding, to question what no longer feels right, and to move toward what does. This is how growth happens, not all at once, but step by step. Stay patient with yourself. You are navigating something meaningful, something that will shape your life in ways you may not fully understand yet. But one day, you will look back and see how everything connected, how every moment led you to where you are meant to be. But that is only because you are still in the middle of the process. When you are in the middle, clarity often feels incomplete. It is only when you step slightly forward that the full picture begins to reveal itself. You have been learning how to see beyond appearances. In the past, you may have accepted things at face value, trusting what was presented without questioning it deeply. But now, your awareness has shifted. You are starting to notice patterns, behaviors, and energies that you did not fully recognize before. This is not making your life more complicated. It is making your understanding more accurate. Type, I am ready. There is a strength growing in you that does not depend on circumstances. It is not based on everything going right or everything being easy. It is a steady kind of strength that remains even when things feel uncertain. That strength is what will carry you through what is coming. It is what will keep you grounded when situations try to pull you in different directions. You are also learning to be more honest with yourself. There have been moments in your past where you knew something was not right, but you convinced yourself to ignore it. You did this to keep peace, to avoid discomfort, or to hold on to something that felt familiar. But now, that pattern is breaking. You are beginning to value truth more than temporary comfort. Type 333 to align. This shift toward honesty will change how you interact with everything in your life. It will influence the decisions you make, the people you keep close, and the paths you choose to follow. It may feel unfamiliar at first, because it requires you to trust yourself in ways you have not fully done before. But this trust is essential. It is the foundation of the next phase you are entering. There is something important about to be revealed to you, and it will not come in a loud or dramatic way. It will come quietly, perhaps through a realization, a conversation, or a moment where everything suddenly clicks. When that moment arrives, you will feel it clearly. There will be a sense of knowing that does not require explanation. When you experience that clarity, do not ignore it. Do not second-guess it or push it aside. That moment is a turning point. It is an opportunity for you to move forward with understanding instead of uncertainty. It may require you to take action, or it may simply require you to accept what you already know. Either way, it will guide you. You have also been developing resilience in ways you may not have fully noticed. Every challenge you have faced has added to your ability to handle what comes next. Even the moments that felt like setbacks were preparing you. They were teaching you patience, endurance, and the ability to keep going even when things did not go as planned. This resilience is not something temporary. It is something that has become part of who you are. It allows you to face situations without being overwhelmed by them. It gives you the ability to pause, to think, and to respond instead of reacting impulsively. This is a powerful shift, and it will serve you well in what is ahead. There may also be a need for you to set clearer boundaries in your life. You have been open, understanding, and willing to give, but there have been times when that openness was not respected. You may have allowed certain situations to continue longer than they should have because you hoped they would improve. Now, you are being guided to protect your energy more intentionally. Do you know why everyone's whispering about this 7-second CIA ritual? A brainwave ritual leaked from the CIA is changing lives across the globe. Proven by neuroscience, this 7-second method helps regular people attract money, freedom, and luxury. If you're seeing this, you're very lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. Setting boundaries does not mean pushing people away or becoming distant. It means recognizing what is healthy for you and what is not. It means choosing to engage in ways that support your well-being instead of draining it. This is an important part of your growth, and it will create more balance in your life. You are also stepping into a phase where your decisions carry more weight. Not because you are under pressure, but because you are more aware of the impact of your choices. You are no longer making decisions out of habit or expectation. You are making them with intention, with a clearer understanding of what you want and what aligns with you. This level of awareness can feel intense at times. It can make you question things more deeply and reflect more often. But it also brings a sense of clarity that you did not have before. It allows you to move through life with purpose instead of uncertainty. There is no need to rush this process. Everything is unfolding at the right pace for you. Even when it feels slow, there is movement happening. Even when it feels unclear, there is direction forming. Trust that timing, even when it challenges your patience. You are not being left to figure this out on your own. There is guidance present, even if it feels subtle. It shows up in your thoughts, in your instincts, and in the way certain things feel right or wrong without needing explanation. Pay attention to those signals. They are leading you. As you continue forward, remember that growth is not always comfortable, but it is always meaningful. Every step you take is shaping your path, bringing you closer to a version of your life that feels more aligned and more true to who you are. This change may feel subtle at first, but it carries deep significance. You are noticing things faster, understanding people more clearly, and recognizing patterns that once went unnoticed. This is not coincidence. This is growth revealing itself in a practical way. It is your ability to see truth more directly, without needing it to be explained over and over again. Type, "I am strong." There is also a sense of responsibility that comes with this awareness. When you begin to see clearly, you can no longer pretend not to know. You cannot go back to ignoring what your heart is telling you. This is where many people feel resistance, because truth asks for action. It asks for change. And change, even when it is good, can feel challenging. You may feel a pull in two directions at times. One part of you may want to stay where things are familiar and predictable. The other part of you is urging you to move forward, to step into something new, even if it feels uncertain. This inner tension is not a sign that something is wrong. It is a sign that you are growing beyond your current circumstances. Type 999 to release fear. There is something important about to test your ability to trust yourself. It may not be a dramatic event, but it will be meaningful to you. It will ask you to choose between what feels easy and what feels right. This kind of moment defines growth. It is where you begin to prove to yourself that you are capable of living in alignment with your truth. You are not being set up to fail. You are being given an opportunity to step into a stronger version of yourself. Every challenge you face is not there to break you. It is there to reveal what you are made of. And what you are made of is stronger than you have allowed yourself to believe. There is also a need for you to slow down in certain areas of your life. You have been moving quickly, trying to keep up with everything, trying to manage multiple thoughts and responsibilities at once. But clarity does not come from rushing. It comes from stillness. When you give yourself space to breathe and think, you begin to see things more clearly. You do not need to have everything figured out today. You do not need to solve every problem at once. What you need is presence. The ability to be fully aware of what is in front of you without being overwhelmed by what is not yet here. This is how you move forward with confidence instead of anxiety. There is also a deeper level of trust that you are being invited into. Not just trust in what is happening around you, but trust in yourself. Trust that you are capable of making the right decisions. Trust that you can handle what comes next. Trust that you are not as fragile as you sometimes feel. You have already proven your strength in ways you may not fully recognize. You have faced moments that could have stopped you, but you kept going. You have experienced uncertainty, but you found your way through it. These are not small things. They are evidence of your resilience. As you continue through this phase, you may notice that certain things no longer hold the same emotional weight they once did. Situations that used to upset you may now feel less intense. This is not because you have become indifferent. It is because you have grown. You are seeing things from a place of understanding instead of reaction. There is also something important about your sense of direction. You may not have a clear map of where you are going, but you are beginning to feel which direction is right. This feeling is more important than having a detailed plan. It allows you to move forward step by step, adjusting as you go, without feeling lost. You are also learning that not every answer comes immediately. Some answers reveal themselves over time as you continue to move forward. This requires patience, but it also builds trust. It teaches you that you do not need to control everything in order for things to work out. What if a quick 7-second brain ritual could truly wipe out your debt and fill your life with unstoppable abundance? A shocking CIA leak has just revealed a 7-second ritual now helping ordinary people clear debt and attract unlimited wealth. Verified by 4 top neuroscience labs, this easy at-home method is turning financial problems into dream lifestyles. New homes, cars, vacations, it's all happening for real people. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There is a quiet confidence developing within you. It is not loud or attention-seeking. It is calm, steady, and grounded. It allows you to face situations without being shaken by them. This kind of confidence does not depend on external validation. It comes from within. You are not alone in this journey. Even when things feel uncertain, there is a sense of guidance that remains present. It may not always be obvious, but it is there. It shows up in moments of clarity, in sudden understanding, and in the feeling that you are being led somewhere meaningful. Keep paying attention to what feels true. Keep listening to your inner voice. Keep choosing growth over comfort, even when it feels challenging. You have spent a long time adapting to situations that did not fully honor who you are. You have adjusted your energy, your words, and even your thoughts to fit into environments that were not always right for you. At the time, it felt necessary. It felt like the only way to keep things stable or peaceful. But now, you are realizing that constant adjustment has taken a toll on you. Type, "I am chosen." This realization is not here to bring regret. It is here to bring understanding. You cannot change what has already happened, but you can change how you move forward from this point. You are no longer required to shrink yourself to fit into spaces that do not recognize your worth. You are not meant to silence your truth in order to maintain comfort for others. There is a strength in you that has been underestimated, even by yourself. You have been stronger than you gave yourself credit for, and now you are beginning to see that clearly. This strength is not just about enduring difficult moments. It is about knowing when to step away, when to speak up, and when to choose yourself. Type 666 to stand firm. There is something shifting in your relationships as well. You may notice that your interactions with others are changing. Some people may respond differently to you as you begin to stand more firmly in your truth. This is not because you are doing something wrong. It is because your energy is no longer the same. When you grow, not everyone will grow with you, and that is a natural part of the process. You are also becoming more aware of what you allow into your life. This includes not only people, but also thoughts, habits, and environments. You are beginning to understand that everything you engage with has an impact on you, and because of that, you are becoming more intentional about what you choose to accept and what you choose to release. This level of awareness can feel overwhelming at times because it requires you to make conscious decisions instead of moving on autopilot. But it also brings a sense of control and clarity that you did not have before. You are no longer reacting blindly. You are responding with intention. There may be moments where you feel a sense of isolation during this process. This is not because you are meant to be alone. It is because you are transitioning between phases of your life. You are leaving behind what no longer aligns with you, and you are moving toward what does. In between those two spaces, there can be a period of quiet. This quiet is not emptiness. It is preparation. During this time, you are learning more about yourself than ever before. You are discovering what truly matters to you, what you value, and what you are no longer willing to tolerate. These realizations are shaping your future in ways that will become clearer over time. You are also being encouraged to trust your timing. There is no need to rush into the next phase before you are ready. Everything that is meant for you will come at the right moment. When you try to force things, you create unnecessary pressure. But when you allow things to unfold naturally, you move with ease and alignment. There is a quiet confidence building within you, and it is becoming stronger with each passing day. It is not something that needs to be announced or proven. It is something that you feel within yourself. It gives you the ability to move forward without constantly seeking approval or validation. You are also learning that your worth is not defined by how others perceive you. It is not determined by how much you give, how much you achieve, or how much you endure. Your worth is inherent. It exists simply because you are who you are. And when you truly understand that, everything begins to shift. There is something meaningful ahead of you, something that will align with the person you are becoming. But in order to step into it fully, you must continue to release what no longer serves you. This is not always easy, but it is necessary. Every time you let go of something that is not aligned, you create space for something that is. You are not losing anything that is truly meant for you. You are only clearing the path for what belongs in your life. As you continue on this journey, remember to be patient with yourself. Growth is not a straight line. There will be moments of clarity and moments of doubt. There will be times when you feel strong and times when you feel uncertain. All of these experiences are part of the process. You are not expected to have everything figured out. You are only expected to keep moving forward with honesty and awareness. That is enough. Could a CIA-leaked brainwave ritual be the fastest shortcut to a life of luxury? Newly released CIA research has just exposed a jaw-dropping brainwave technique that's letting everyday people attract massive wealth almost instantly. This 7-second home ritual, proven by 4 neuroscience labs, is transforming debt into dream houses, cars, and luxury getaways. If you're reading this, consider yourself lucky. The page could be taken down any time. Click the link in the description and comments to unlock the secret before it's gone forever. You are becoming more of who you are meant to be with each step you take. And even if you cannot see the full picture yet, you are moving in the right direction. You have reached a point where you can no longer pretend that certain things do not affect you. You feel more deeply now, you notice more, and you understand more. This is not a burden, even if it feels heavy at times. It is a gift that allows you to navigate your life with intention instead of confusion. When you see clearly, you move differently. Type "I am aware." There is something in your life that has been trying to get your attention repeatedly. It may come in the form of recurring thoughts, repeated situations, or patterns that seem to follow you. You have noticed it, even if you have not fully addressed it. That repetition is not accidental. It is a signal that something needs to be understood and resolved. You are being asked to stop avoiding what you already know. There is a truth that you have been circling around, trying to approach without fully stepping into it. You have felt it, sensed it, and even acknowledged it in quiet moments. But now is the time to face it directly, without hesitation. Type 444 to accept truth. Facing truth does not mean everything will suddenly become difficult. In fact, it often brings relief. The weight you have been carrying comes from uncertainty and avoidance. When you finally look at something clearly, you remove that weight. You gain the ability to act with confidence instead of doubt. There is also a shift happening in how you see your own worth. You are beginning to understand that you do not need to prove yourself constantly. You do not need to earn your place in every situation or justify your existence to others. You have been doing that for too long, and it has drained your energy. Now, you are being guided to stand in your worth without explanation. This does not mean becoming distant or unkind. It means recognizing that your value is not something that needs to be negotiated. It is something that already exists within you. There may be a moment where you are tested in this understanding. You may encounter a situation where you are expected to return to old patterns, to overextend yourself, or to accept less than what you deserve. That moment will be important. It will show you how much you have grown. You do not need to respond the way you used to. You do not need to repeat patterns that no longer serve you. You have the ability to choose differently now. And when you do, you reinforce the new path you are creating for yourself. There is also something changing in your emotional landscape. You may notice that you are less reactive than before. Situations that once triggered strong emotions may now feel more manageable. This is not because you have become detached. It is because you have developed a deeper sense of understanding. You are learning to observe instead of immediately reacting. This gives you power. It allows you to respond in ways that align with your truth, instead of being driven by temporary emotions. This shift is significant, even if it feels subtle. There is a quiet strength in you that is becoming more stable. It is not dependent on external circumstances. It is not shaken by every challenge. It remains steady, even when things around you feel uncertain. This is the kind of strength that supports lasting growth. You are also becoming more selective about where you invest your energy. You are realizing that not everything deserves your attention, your time, or your emotional involvement. This is not about becoming closed off. It is about being intentional. When you choose where to place your energy wisely, you protect your peace. You create space for what truly matters. And you avoid unnecessary exhaustion that comes from engaging in things that do not align with you. There is something important about patience in this phase of your life. You may feel ready for certain changes to happen immediately. You may feel like you have done the work and now you are waiting for results. But timing is part of the process. Everything is unfolding in a way that allows you to fully step into what is coming. If things happen too quickly, you might not be ready to receive them. This time of preparation is not delay, it is alignment. You are also learning that you do not need to control everything in order to feel secure. Control often comes from fear, from the need to predict outcomes and avoid uncertainty. But true stability comes from trust, from knowing that you can handle whatever comes your way. You have already shown that you can handle challenges. You have already moved through difficult moments and come out stronger. That is proof that you do not need to control every detail. You need to trust your ability to respond. As you continue forward, you will begin to see how everything is connecting. The patterns, the lessons, the changes, all of it is leading you towards something meaningful. It may not be fully visible yet, but it is forming. Stay grounded in what you know to be true. Stay patient with what is still unfolding. You are not lost. You are being guided through a process that is shaping you into a stronger, clearer, and more aligned version of yourself. You have been walking through a period where things felt uncertain, where clarity seemed just out of reach, but what you did not see is that clarity was forming gradually, piece by piece. Every realization, every uncomfortable truth, and every moment of reflection has been shaping your understanding. Now, that understanding is beginning to come together. Type, I receive clarity. Is it really possible for a 7-second ritual to turn financial struggle into overnight wealth? This leaked CIA-backed study uncovers a 7-second money ritual that's changing lives right now. Endorsed by 4 neuroscience labs, it reprograms your brain to attract money like a magnet. People once broke are now living their dream lives, luxury homes, new vehicles, exotic travel. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. There is something important about the way you are beginning to trust yourself. In the past, you may have doubted your instincts, second-guessing your decisions and looking for reassurance from others. You wanted to be sure. You wanted to avoid mistakes, and you wanted to feel supported. But now, you are learning that your own inner guidance is more reliable than you once believed. This trust is not something that appears overnight. It is built through experience, through moments where you follow your instincts and see the outcome. Each time you listen to yourself and recognize that you were right, that trust becomes stronger. And now you are reaching a point where you can rely on it more consistently. Type 111 to step forward. There may be a situation approaching that will ask you to stand firmly in this trust. It will not be something that can be decided by logic alone. It will require you to feel your way through it, to pay attention to what resonates with you on a deeper level. This kind of decision is not always easy, but it is often the most meaningful. You are not being left without guidance in this. You have been prepared for this moment through everything you have already experienced. The lessons you have learned are not separate from what is happening now. They are directly connected. They are tools that you can use to navigate what is ahead. There is also a sense of closure that is beginning to form around certain areas of your life. You may feel that some chapters are coming to an end, even if they have not fully closed yet. This can bring mixed emotions. There may be relief, but also a sense of nostalgia or hesitation. This is natural. Endings are not something to fear. They are part of the process of making space for new beginnings. When something completes its purpose in your life, holding on to it only creates resistance. Letting it go allows you to move forward with clarity and openness. You are also becoming more aware of what truly matters to you, not what you were taught to value, not what others expect from you, but what genuinely resonates with your heart. This awareness is shaping your priorities. It is guiding your decisions and influencing how you spend your time and energy. There is a simplicity in this understanding. When you know what matters, you no longer feel pulled in multiple directions. You become focused. You begin to move with intention instead of distraction. This brings a sense of peace that is not dependent on external circumstances. You may also notice that your patience is being tested in subtle ways. There may be moments where you feel ready for something to happen, but it does not occur immediately. This can create frustration, but it also creates growth. It teaches you to remain steady even when things are not moving at the pace you expect. Patience is not about waiting without purpose. It is about remaining grounded while things unfold in their own time. It is about trusting that the process is working, even when you cannot see the results yet. This kind of patience strengthens your ability to stay aligned with your path. There is also a deeper sense of peace becoming available to you, but it requires you to let go of constant worry. You have been carrying concerns that do not need to stay with you. You have been thinking about possibilities that have not even happened. This kind of thinking drains your energy and clouds your clarity. When you release that unnecessary weight, you create space for peace. You allow yourself to be present instead of being lost in what might happen. This presence is where clarity exists. It is where you can see things as they truly are. You are not meant to carry everything at once. You are meant to move step by step, focusing on what is in front of you. This approach brings stability, it prevents overwhelm, and it allows you to handle each situation with the attention it deserves. There is also something important about your sense of identity. You are no longer defining yourself based on past experiences alone. You are beginning to see yourself in terms of who you are becoming. This shift is powerful because it allows you to move forward without being held back by old narratives. You are not limited by what has already happened. You are not confined to patterns that no longer serve you. You have the ability to choose differently, to act differently, and to create a new direction for yourself. As you continue on this path, remember that everything you are experiencing is part of a larger process. It may not always make sense in the moment, but it is leading you towards something meaningful. Every step you take is bringing you closer to a clearer, stronger, and more aligned version of your life. You have reached a point where you are no longer searching blindly. There is a sense within you that is becoming more certain, even if you cannot fully explain it yet. That certainty is not based on external proof. It is based on an inner knowing that has been developing quietly over time. This is what will guide you through what is ahead. Type, I believe. There is something important about the way you are beginning to see your past. You are no longer looking at it only through the lens of pain or regret. You are starting to understand the purpose behind what you experienced. You are seeing how each moment shaped you, how each challenge strengthened you, and how each lesson prepared you for where you are now. This understanding is freeing you from the weight of the past. It is allowing you to move forward without carrying unnecessary burdens. You are not forgetting what happened. You are transforming how it affects you. This is a powerful shift, and it will continue to support your growth. Type 222 to trust the path. Why is this 7-second CIA ritual spreading everywhere so fast? New CIA leaks have revealed a powerful brain ritual that triggers instant wealth flow. This 7-second technique, validated by 4 neuroscience labs, is rapidly changing lives. From crushing debt to dream vacations, this could be your shortcut to abundance. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There is also a new level of awareness forming around your choices. You are becoming more intentional, more thoughtful, and more aligned in the way you decide things. You are no longer acting out of habit or reacting without thinking. You are pausing, observing, and then choosing what feels right for you. This level of intention is creating a different kind of life for you. It may not be immediately visible, but it is building something strong beneath the surface. Each choice you make with awareness strengthens your direction. It moves you closer to a life that reflects your true self. You may also notice that you are less affected by external pressures. Things that once made you question yourself may no longer hold the same influence. This is not because the world has changed. It is because you have changed. You are becoming more rooted in your own truth. There is something powerful about being rooted. It means you are not easily shaken by opinions, by expectations, or by temporary circumstances. You have a sense of stability within yourself that allows you to stand firm even when things around you feel uncertain. This stability is what will support you in the moments ahead. There may be situations that test your patience, your understanding, or your ability to remain calm. But you are not the same person you once were. You have developed the ability to navigate these moments with a sense of clarity that was not there before. There is also a sense of alignment that is becoming more noticeable. You may find that certain things are starting to fall into place more naturally. Situations that once felt forced may now feel easier. Connections that align with you may begin to appear without effort. This is not coincidence. It is the result of your growth. When you are aligned with yourself, life begins to respond differently. You attract what matches your energy. You move through situations with less resistance, and you begin to feel a sense of flow that was not present before. This does not mean everything will be perfect. There will still be challenges, moments of uncertainty, and situations that require effort. But the difference is in how you experience them. You will not feel lost in them. You will feel capable of moving through them. There is also something important about your sense of purpose. You may not have a clear definition of it yet, but you are moving closer to it. You are beginning to understand what matters to you, what you want to contribute, and what kind of life you want to create. Purpose is not something you find all at once. It is something you build through your actions, your choices, and your willingness to follow what feels meaningful. You are already on that path, even if you cannot fully see where it leads yet. You are also learning to trust the process without needing constant reassurance. This is a significant shift because it allows you to move forward with confidence instead of hesitation. You are no longer waiting for perfect clarity before taking a step. You are moving with the understanding that clarity will come as you continue.